Okay, so my name is Juliet Ike. I'm a skill and talent strategist from Nigeria. And of course, you already know I'm the host for this Hangout. It's called the Creative Hangout, and this is the first edition. One of the reasons why I decided to host this program or this event across different countries is because I wanted to reach more international creatives. I wanted to have a connection with other people in different countries. Sorry. So that was one of the reasons. Another reason was because I knew there were a lot of things creative were actually going through, and I wanted to help them because you already know we are in November, we'll be in December shortly, and before you know, this year will come to an end, and we are in 2022. So a lot of creatives are actually struggling. They've been struggling since probably the beginning of their career. They lack clarity, they don't understand a lot of things as regards their skills, as regards their talents, as regards what they have. They don't know how to put these things together and um connect with the people that need what they have. So I felt, oh, there is a need for me to actually help them address this and be able to help them solve these problems, because really it has actually been a problem. Imagine you having all the talents that you have, all the skills that you have, yet you cannot make money with the skills, you cannot maximize the skills that you have, you cannot connect with the people that need your skills and your talents, you cannot make money with it. It's obviously going to be so useless. So what's the point of having having skills or talents that you cannot put into practice? So this is one of the reasons I decided to host this event. And yesterday we had the first session where I actually talked about the foundation of creativity. I tried to give a an introduction into what being a creative actually means, into what understanding creativity is. And please, if you've not watched the replay, I'm going to drop the link to the replay after this session on the group. So make sure you click on it, watch it, and you know, so that you'll be able to understand what I'm going to teach you now and what I'll be teaching in the rest of the day, like tomorrow, next tomorrow, and on Wednesday. Okay, please just try as much as you can to go and watch the replay of yesterday's session. It will really give you an idea into what today's session is going to be about. Okay, so the host actually for this session is for Cameroon. I don't know if their rep is here. I don't think he's here. So initially he's supposed to like give an intro about himself and address you for like about 2 minutes. But since he's not here, I'm just going to dive into today's session proper. So today I'll be teaching you, or I'll be speaking to you about locating and understanding your vision, life's purpose in view. How do you locate and understand your vision? Without vision, actually, your creativity will not reach or get to the peak without vision, because vision is what gives your creativity direction. That's just the truth. Without vision, you will not be able to know how to put your creativity into effective usage. So it's important that you have a vision, because with vision, even when you get to that point or the dream that you're looking forward to, you won't be tired to keep moving. Why? Because there is vision in front. Vision is not something that comes, you achieve, you attain at once. It's something that you keep working on, you keep working on, you keep working on it till you get to the peak. And trust me, nobody has ever gotten the peak of their career or the peak of the creativity or the art that they have. You can never get to that peak of the art that you have. So that's why you need to keep working on it every single day. And by working on it every single day, you remember you realize that you begin to get better, you begin to know more about the art that you have, or the creative or the talent or the skills that you have. You begin to realize that you know more about the things that you have, and with time you begin to use it to solve more problems, not just the minimal problems. For instance, maybe you have the skill in writing, and when you started writing poems. With time you realize that you're not writing only poems, but you start writing about motivation, inspiration, you start writing articles. From there you move to writing fiction stories or non-fiction stories. From there, you move to writing your own book. From there, you move to speaking to public speaking. You can see that your skill, the more you work on the skill or this talent that you have, you begin to expand. More ideas begin to come into play. More things begin to come to your mind. More things to do. More things to act upon. Okay, so it's important that you know the foundation, you know what vision is, because it is vision that will give you direction into taking each step of your journey as a creative. Okay, so before I proceed, please, I would like you to go to your group, your various group chats. Just tell every other person there that they should join, that we've started. I want you to just do that for like a minute. Just minimize the meeting, go to your various group chats, tell everyone there that we've started, they should join in, because what I'm about to share now, it's not something that I will not teach this thing, I will not teach it again like in this meeting. If you're going to come back to me to learn it, that means you have to come to me privately, and of course I'm not going to do that for free. So make sure you reach out to everybody that you know that is not here, send them the link, let them join and be part of it. Okay, so locating and understanding your vision, your life's purpose in view. Locating and understanding your vision, your life purpose in view. The reason why it is your life purpose in view is because your purpose cannot be attained at once. Purpose is not something that you attain today and you forgo tomorrow. Purpose is something that you keep working on every single day till you die. The day a man die is the day is the end of his purpose in, or let me say, is the end of his existence in purpose. The day a man dies. So a man keeps working on his purpose every single day till he dies. And that's why purpose will always be in view. You cannot say, oh, my life purpose is to sing, and probably you're just singing, and you get to a point you're like, I'm tired of singing, I want to do something else. That means you've not found out, you've not discovered what your purpose is. A man's life purpose is what he does till he dies. Take for example Jesus Christ. After Jesus died on the cross, when he found out what his purpose was from scriptures, after then the crucifixion came, he died, he resurrected, and he left. Why? Because he has fulfilled his purpose, and that was why he died. So if a man, sorry, so if a man has not fulfilled his purpose, a man would not fulfill his purpose in a day, in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. It is something he or she keeps working on every single day till he dies. So this is the first thing I want you to understand about purpose. Now, what does it mean for you to locate your purpose? What does it mean for you to understand your purpose, and what is vision itself? I'll start by defining what locate means. Locate simply means you're you are finding out something. Something has already been placed in a particular place and you are looking for it. You're trying to find out where it is. That is what locate means. That means you probably have an idea about where is supposed to be, but you don't know the exact place. But now you're trying to find out where it is. That is what locate means. Understanding, on the other hand, means to know something. You are going beyond just knowing it at the initial point, but coming to understand it you are assimilating it you are assimilating it you are you have come to understand it. It has become a part of you. That is what understanding means. That means you have a solid knowledge about it. So your vision is something that you're supposed to locate. You're supposed to discover it. After you might have discovered it, then it's important for you to understand it, assimilate it, let it become part of you, that you now start living it. Because something that is not part of you, you cannot live it. You cannot live it. When I say live it, I mean live. You cannot live something that is not part of you. So you need to live it. It's more like you are becoming it. So it starts from you finding out what your vision is, then now knowing it at first, then let it become part of it. So becoming the vision that you have. Okay. So what does it mean to locate your vision? What What does it mean to discover your vision? To discover your vision simply means you're finding out the sphere of your strength, because vision is something that gives you direction into what you're going to be or into what you're becoming every day of your life. Vision is like vision is like the mental picture of what you're going to be. Vision means the mental picture of what you're going to be. It's more like something that is driving you. I posted something on my status I think 2 days ago, and I said something. I said, if you need to be able to differentiate between vision and ambition. Sometimes people tell you, oh, I want to become the richest man by 2025 or by 2030. I want to become the best, the most sought after singer or coach, whatever, by so time. That is an ambition. It is not a vision. Do you understand? Sorry, let me just move this a bit. Um, okay. So that is an ambition and not a vision. So you need to know the difference between an ambition and vision. So it is important for you to know what vision is and what ambition is. So I'm just trying to see, get a position. I think this is better. So you need to know the difference between vision and ambition. If what you have is an ambition, it is limiting. That means it is limited. That means there is a limiting factor to what you can achieve if what you have is just an ambition. But with vision, you can achieve, you can become a lot of things. There is no restriction, there is no limitation to what you can achieve. That is what vision gives you. So vision gives you an edge over the little things that your mind can conceive. Okay, vision gives you an head gear. It helps you to see beyond what you think you can do. With vision, you can do so mighty things. With vision, you look beyond your abilities. It is not in your abilities. You begin to see things deeper than what your physical strength can actually carry or what your physical strength can deliver. Okay, so that is why it is important for you as a creative to have vision. With vision, you get direction. With vision, you know what to do at every point in time. It might not be so clear, it might not be so certain that, oh, this is what you should do, but at least it gives you an head gear into taking um your next step or the next step you're supposed to take. It gives you an head gear into doing the next available thing. You don't just hop on anything at any time. Imagine, for instance, you have a vision to go into tech, to do a lot of things in tech, and you're now focusing your attention on fashion. You're missing out. Why? Because that is not what your vision is about. Your vision is about tech. So what should you be doing? You should be learning things in respect to tech. You should be doing things, acquiring things, reading books, gaining experience in tech and not in finance or and not in fashion. Why? Because your vision is geared towards that part. So it is important for you to know what vision entails, because with it you can now decide, you can now know what to do at every point in time. There is a course in my academy that is titled the Profitable Skill Acquisition Bundle. What that course helps my students achieve is to show you how to learn profitable skills, because there's a difference between learning skills and learning profitable skills. There's a difference between learning and learning the art of learning. I don't know if you're getting it. There's a difference between you learning and learning the act of learning. If you don't know how to learn, you will not learn appropriately. So it's important for you to learn profitably. Learning profitably means you're learning the right thing at the right time. You're doing the right thing at the right time. And in simple terms, that is wisdom. Wisdom is you know what to do and you're doing it. For instance, some of you here, probably you have attended programs, you have read books, amazing book that has opened your eyes to a lot of things that you should be doing, but you are neglecting it and you are focusing your attention on things that are not relevant. So it is important for you to retrace your steps and do the right thing at the right time. Learn the right thing. Learn profitably. Okay, so it is not a coincidence that you are here because While you're here, I am going to show you how you can learn profitably, how you can do things profitably, how you can act profitably. So you're not acting like someone who does not know what he or she wants. Okay, so it's important for you to understand what profitability means in learning as a creative, in what you do and how you do it, because it guides you into what you do and how you do what you do. So it's important for you to note all of this. All right. So, how then do you locate your vision? How do you discover vision? Before I tell you how to discover vision, let me tell you the requirements of having a vision. What are the requirements of having a vision? First, you need to be hungry for vision. What you're not hungry for, you cannot have it. That's just it. If you're not hungry for vision, you cannot have it. The Bible says that to a hungry man, everything is sweet. Just imagine, maybe you've not eaten since morning till evening and you are very hungry. By the time you get the next available meal, you're not eating to know to get to to enjoy the taste of the food. No, you are eating to be satisfied first. Maybe after you're not satisfied and they bring another meal, you are like, ah no, this food is not delicious. Why? Because you have eaten to your satisfaction at first. So before you even talk about do I have a vision or not, you need to be hungry for vision. For you to be hungry for vision means something is driving you, and something driving you does not drive you from outside, it drives you from the inside. That's why you don't need to copy people. You see people, maybe some, your friend is into tech and you want to go into tech. You know that that is not what your vision entails. That is not what is driving you. Tech does not drive you. So why are you trying to copy your friend? But with vision, with vision, you now do things on your own accord. Like, you're doing the right thing at the right time. You're learning the right thing at the right time. Why? Because you have a mental picture of what you want. Even though it might not be too clear, it might be too cumbersome, but at least you know what you want. Okay, so you need to be hungry for vision to come. Vision does not land on not on filled people. Vision does not come to people that are already filled. If you already know what you should be doing with your life, so why are you here? If for instance you say I already know what she wants to teach, so why are you here? That means you're not supposed to be here. People that are supposed to be here are people that are hungry for knowledge, that are ready to learn. Okay, so you need to be hungry for vision. That's the first requirement. The second requirement is that you need some kind of, okay, the first one I said you need to be hungry for vision. The second requirement is you need to be ready for it. There's a difference between hungry and readiness. You might be hungry, but you are not ready to eat. Take for instance, you are in a meeting, maybe you are in a meeting with the governor of your state, or the president of your country, and you are hungry. You might not There's every tendency that you're not going to leave that meeting to go and eat. Why? Because you know it is not time. And that's why it's important for you to know the times and the seasons. Okay, so you need to be hungry, number one. Number two, you need to be ready for it. So as much as you are hungry for it, you need to be ready. Are you prepared? Are you settling your mind, or you are still going about doing things that does not matter? Are you prepared? Are you setting the pace? What are you doing while you are hungry for vision? What are you doing? What are the things that your hands can find doing that are profitable while you are waiting for vision to come? So you need to be ready for it. Vision does not land on people that are sleeping. It lands on people that are up and doing. And that's why, if for instance you're here, you've had there are so many times you had this urge to do something and you keep resisting it. This is the answer. Like, this is that voice you are waiting for to speak to you, that you should start acting on those things. Stop waiting, start acting on those things. Probably you can teach people on you can address people on mental health, suicidal thoughts and everything, and you are keeping all the knowledge that you have to yourself. You're not doing yourself any good. Vision is not going to land on you while you're doing that. It is when you go out and start reaching out to people that need what you have, that is when the vision comes, and it becomes it magnifies as you now start working on those things. Okay, so you need to be hungry and you need to be ready. These are the two requirements for vision to come. So how then do you locate your vision? First is by searching. You need to search for it. They that search after righteousness, you need to be thirsty for it. You have to start searching for it. How then do I locate vision? You don't sit down and fold your hands and say, oh, I'm waiting for vision to come. No, you need to start searching for it. Searching for it, you can search through scriptures, you can read books, you can reach out to people that can mentor you, people you know that they can teach you, they are already living out the vision that God has given to them. Okay, so you need to start searching for it. Search through scriptures, search through your inner self, search through your the inner spirit or the inner voice that speaks to you. Okay, that's the first way to locate your vision. Next thing is pay attention to your passion. There are a lot of you have passion for a good number of things, and there is this particular one that keeps coming to you every single day. That is passion. Pay attention to your passion. From there vision comes. It is when you start working on your passion that vision comes. You're not working on your passion, vision will not come. Vision does not come to normal people. It does not come to people that are not ready. It comes to people that are hungry and thirsty for it. It comes to people that are prepared to receive it. So pay attention to your passion. It is very important. Another thing that you need to do in locating vision is, I already said that in one of the points, read books, read valuable books, resources, study. It says study to show yourself approved. Study books, study scriptures, meet people that are already into what they are living out the vision already, meet them to coach and teach you or mentor you. Okay, that's the fourth one. You need mentorship for you to be able to locate your vision. Okay, so I've mentioned four things. I said the first one is you need to search. Number two, sorry, the first one you need to search. The second one, you need to read resources, you need to get mentorship, and pay attention to your passion. Okay, so that those are the four ways to locate your vision. Now, how do you understand what your vision entails? First one is pay attention, like how will I put it? Meditate on what you have received. That is the first way of understanding your vision. Meditate on what you have received. After you might have paid attention to your passion, meditate on your passion, think through it. Think critically on the passion that you have. Think critically on whatsoever thing that people has mentored you on. Think critically on the things that you can do, on your abilities, on your strength. Think critically on those things, because it is from there that you begin to gain mastery from. Your mastery, gaining mastery does not come outside. It comes from what you have inside of you. By the time you have discovered something, remember, for instance, if you're a gold miner, by the time might have mined out gold, what do? You put it into fire, because that is when the beauty of it comes out. So you need to think through. After you might have discovered, you have searched for it, you have paid attention to your passion, you have read books, you have gotten mentorship. The next thing to do is to what? Think through it, meditate on those things that you've already received. Because what is going to help you to build your vision is not going to come from outside. It's definitely going to come from within. So meditate on those things that you have received. Is very important. Okay, that's the first way of understanding your vision. The next thing is start acting on them. After you might have meditated, start acting on them. You know that you can draw as an artist. Start painting pictures for people. Start painting, drawing artistic works for people. Let people see that, oh, this person can actually draw, because your talent is not going to bring you out from the hidden. People will not Nobody is going to wake up one day and say, oh, this boy, he knows how to paint, please give it to him, give that contract to him for him, contract to him to paint this particular art or something. No, it is when people see you, when they see that, oh, you can draw, that is when they come to you. If nobody knows that you can do something, nobody is going to come to you. That's why you need to show up. You need to be there, be in the faces of people that need you, be in the faces of the people. Let the world see what you can do. Let them see the abilities that you have inside of you. Let's not look like all the things that you have is just hidden. There are some persons, they will tell you, oh, don't worry, I know it, and it's in my head, it's in my head. It's not going to be, nobody's going to come to your head to see what is inside. You're the one that will bring it out. So you need to bring out the things that you have inside of you. Bring out that talent, bring out that skill. Let people see that you can actually do these things. Let them see that you can actually help people solve problems with these skills or the talents that you have. Stop hiding under the shadow of, oh, I don't think I'm good enough. It does not matter. Even though you're starting, start as a novice. When I started writing, I gave my example, my story yesterday. I shared my story yesterday, and I said when I started writing, I started by writing quotes, like motivational quotes. From there, I started writing poems. From there, I started writing articles. From there, I got my first writing gig. I wrote a poem for somebody for a function. After then, I wrote another. Like, it started somewhere. You cannot just say, oh, I don't know how to write. If you don't know how to write, then you need to learn how to write. If you don't know how to sing, learn how to sing. That's where the place of mastery also comes in. So apart from you searching within, meditating, apart from you knowing that, oh, you have these skills inside of you, apart from you showing up, starting like a novice, it's not bad for you to start anywhere. Even though you're not so good, just start like that. Start anyhow. Any way the thing is, just start like that. Let people now start seeing that, oh, this person is doing this thing. So by the time you now start, that's when you now see, you start seeing the lapses. From there you now start working on those lapses that you have. And from there mastery comes in, and that's what understanding entails. I told you understanding simply means assimilation, becoming. You are already becoming the vision that you have. So understanding means you are becoming it. You have gone from searching to knowing and now becoming. That is what understand. That is what mastery does to you. So if you know you are here, probably what the skill that you have is teaching or writing or whatever skill that you have at all, and you feel like you're not good enough, start that way. Start like that. By the time you start, when you now see the lapses, you now start working on them. And that way you keep growing. By the time you start working on them, you keep growing. It's not like you're stagnant or at a particular spot. Okay, so it's important for you to note all of this, because this is what will guide you in living your life's purpose. In living your life's purpose. In living your life's purpose. So I'll be taking questions in few minutes. Um yeah, so I'll take questions in few minutes. So if, in case you have any question, there's a chat box on this live. So find the chat box, just drop your questions. I'm going to read it out, and I would give you my answers. So if you have questions, please drop it in the chat box. So yesterday, one of the assignments I gave the people that attended, I actually gave them an assignment, and one of the assignments I gave them was to write out what they can do, their strengths, and what they cannot do. So I'm going to be giving you that same assignment now, because this is what will help you to apply all these things that I have taught you today. So what you're going to do after this session is you're going to take a book and a pen, write out all the things that you can do. Write it. Okay, maybe you can sing, you can draw, you can dance, you can design, you can, write it out. Write it out. Just write out everything that you can do. Then on another page, write out those things that you cannot do, because you're going to go from the known to the unknown. Okay, if you keep worrying over, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do this, you are neglecting the things that you can do, focusing on the things that you cannot do. It will keep drawing you back, and that way you always feel like you're not enough to do what you're supposed to do, or you're not enough at all. So it's important for you to know these things, because it will guide you. Okay, so like I said, write out those things that you can do on a page. Another page, write out those things that you cannot do, because this what is going to guide you into now thinking or finding out how to apply this thing as it relates to your vision or your purpose in life. Okay, so if you have questions, like I said, put it in the chat box, and I will be reading out some of them. Let me see if there's any question yet. No question. Doesn't mean we all understood what I was teaching. There are no questions. No question. Okay. There are no questions. If you have any contribution, basically, maybe from what I've said, you just want to do a recap. You can unmute your mic and say something before we call it a day. You're welcome, Matthias. I can see your comments. You're welcome. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Countries. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Sure. All right. Thank you so much. Like you've said a lot in a very short time. And please, Matthias is actually our rep from Cameroon. Actually, he was supposed to give us a brief introduction about himself at the beginning. Remember, I mentioned that earlier, but I felt he joined a bit late. So I would like him to do that now. So in few minutes, let me say 2 minutes, just tell us about yourself, what you do, so we can, connect with you from here. Um, well, Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot. I'm just getting to know about all of these things now. Wow, that's a whole lot. Thank you so much for taking out time to be here, despite that I know you had busy schedules. And also thank you for being our rep for Cameroon. Like, it's really an honor to be connecting with you and other Cameroonians as well. Thank you so much. We're going to be continuing. All right. We're going to be continuing this session tomorrow. So please make sure you tune in. Like I said earlier, if you didn't you were not part of the session yesterday, make sure you go to YouTube and watch it. I'll also try and upload this particular session on YouTube as well. So that you can go back to watch as well, to watch when you're free. But note that all this replay will not be available for a long time, so make sure you watch them before it is taken down. Okay, so it's important for you to tap into the opportunity that you have right now. So tomorrow I'm going to be speaking on how to journey into mastery and profitable skill acquisition. Remember, I said something earlier that I have in my academy. I have a course that I call the Profitable Skill Acquisition Bundle. The profitable skill acquisition bundle. Basically, so what this bundle helps you to do is to learn profitable skills. But tomorrow I'm going to be showing you how do you learn profitably, the journey into profitable skill acquisition. Because yes, I've mentioned earlier I've discussed with you the foundation of I've discussed with you the foundation of being a creative, the journey as a creative. I've showed you how you can locate your vision and understand your life's purpose. Now, the next thing is, how then do you learn profitable skills? What are those things? What are those skills that you're supposed to learn that would build up, that will help your journey as a creative to materialize, or your journey as a visionary to materialize? So that's what I'll be discussing with you tomorrow. So please make sure you do not miss it. We're also going to be starting by 5 p.m. West African time, and I think that is around 7 p.m. East African time. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. And please, after this session, I will appreciate your feedback. So you go to your various groups and tell us how this session was for you. And of course, invite your friends to be part of it, because tomorrow is going to be better and bigger than today's session, and next tomorrow as well. So make sure you drop in your reviews. Tell us how the session has helped you, what you've learned, and how the session has really helped you so far. So basically, that's what you're going to be doing. So make sure you do that for me in your various groups. Please do not forget. And of course, share the link, invite your friends to join us as well. At this junction, I'm going to say good night and see you tomorrow. Bye.